Hello, Anav, and hello, all the viewers. We are back with our second episode in which we are exploring different Hindustani classical rags and some film songs based on those rags. In the first episode, we tried Raag Bihag, and thank you all for viewing our first attempt, for liking the first video, and also some of you even commented. So, thank you for your support. We are back with our second episode. And Anav, tell everybody which rag you want to cover today.
Today we're going to be covering Raag Alhaiya Bilawal.
Raag Alhaiya Bilawal. Very interesting name. And again, I'm thinking of all the Hindi film songs which have been so popular over decades, and we all have been enjoying those songs, love those songs, but rarely we tend to go behind the scenes, so to speak, and to discover what rags that our film composers chose that makes those songs so immortal. So tell us what that rag is all about and how it goes. Aro, which is ascending notes, avro, which is descending notes, and so on. So please explain.
Okay, so first I'm going to cover the aro of Pakad. So the aro is sa re ga pa ni da ni sa. The avro is sa ni da pa ma ga ma re sa.
Okay.
And the Pakad is ga re ga pa da ni da pa ma ga re sa.
Okay. And then Vadi, Samadhi, Prahar.
Okay, so Bilawal, the thought of Bilawal, so thought is basically like a family of rugs. So
Right.
the thought of Bilawal is Bilawal. The
Hmm.
swear of Bilawal is the swear is only changed in the overall. Uh,
Achha. Uh-huh.
Ni is komal, so that means it's slightly below the pitch.
Right.
And
So,
so
yeah.
the verge swear is uh, a missing note, and it's only missing in the aro. Ma is missing in the aro.
Okay. Okay. So in the
And
ascending
so
order, the ma is missing. Yeah. Okay. Aro
yes,
mein ma is missing. Okay.
and the vadi of Bilawal is da, and the samvadi is ga.
Okay. Okay. And Vadi is the most emphasized note, and
Yes.
Samvadi is the second most emphasized note. Which is
Mm-hmm.
again, which ones are those? Vadi and Samadhi once again?
Da is vadi, and samvadi is ga.
The and Ga. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
And
and the
yeah. Mhm.
prahar, which it's sung, is 1 in the morning, the first prahar,
Oh wow.
earliest.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Which is very interesting because when I think of Bilawal again, because of film songs, I think of Bilawal. I somehow associated with late afternoon, where it's very desert and a lot of heat for some reason. Because probably because they're one of the most popular songs that which I really like is the scenario is that it's a desert and people are in Paris. So I always associate Bilawal with late afternoon. I'll come to that song, but so it's actually early morning time, not late afternoon. So
Yes, it is.
I know only film songs, and I love to make connections with Raag. So that's why I learn from you and from my teacher. Yeah. All right. What else about Bilawal? Yeah.
The jati is shada sampurna, so that
Oh.
basically means that there is 6 notes in the aro and there is 7 notes in the avro.
Okay. So six probably Shadav you said. Shad means six in Sanskrit. So Shadav probably because six notes, so it's called as Shadav, right? I think probably. And I think there are some rags which are pentatonic, which have only five notes also, right? And some are
That's
complete.
those rags, those jatis are called Aurav.
Oh, okay, which has only five notes, right?
Yes.
What about all seven notes? So they are called complete rags?
Sampurna.
Sampurna rag, or English
Purna.
complete rags, right, right, right. So seven notes, if all seven notes are used, they're complete or sampurn. Six, you said shadav, five, ordav. All right, so I'm learning. All right, all these thoughts that you discuss, different families of rags, they were coined by a scholar called Bhatkhande from Maharashtra. He came up with this idea of organizing all these thoughts, and his books are now textbooks in all musicologists that study Indian music use these textbooks by Bhatkhande. But then Bhatkhande system is a bit different from other scholars, which are D.V. Paluskar, and then Amir Khan had his own theory. We discussed last time the Tarana system, in which some people say Tarana is completely meaningless sounds, and some say no, they are deep Arabic-based messages encoded in Tarana, but that's a different topic, different controversy. So yeah, what you want to sing for us in Bilawal? Alhaiya Bilawal.
I'm gonna sing a bandish
Sure.
for Bilawal.
Yes, please. Please.
मैं हरि सो
Oh my God.
चक्रधरा मैं हरि सो चक्रधरा भीष्म नाम कहा मैं भीष्म नाम कहा मैं हरि सो चक्रधरा मैं हरि सो चक्रधरा पांडव सेना समेत सारथी पांडव सेना समेत सारथी शोणितपुर बहाओ मैं शोणितपुर बहाओ मैं यह न करो तो आनति हारी यह न करो तो आनति हारी कपिध्वज ते उतारो मैं हरि सो चक्रधरा मैं हरि सो चक्रधरा.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. This is one of my most favorite bandishes that are based on Hindustani rags. The reason for my fascination with this particular bandish, as you already know, is because one of the most important episodes of the Mahabharata war is encoded in this song. The episode is that Arjun is hesitating in killing his own great grandfather Bhishma Pitamaha, and Krishna is frustrated with the reluctance of Arjuna. So Krishna, picks up a broken wheel of a chariot, and he is ready to go and attack Bhishma because Bhishma is on the other side. So Bhishma, even though very nice and very moral and very senior family member, but Krishna has to kill him also because Bhishma is the army general of the other side, the enemies. So if we don't kill Bhishma, we cannot defeat Kauravas. So Pandavas must kill Bhishma, even though he's a very nice person and very, it's a family. He is a family member. So Arjuna is reluctant because he's like his great grandson, Bhishma Pitamaha's great grandson. Arjuna is. So as Krishna is going to attack Bhishma, Bhishma is all excited that, oh, I'm so privileged and fortunate that today Lord Krishna, Bhagwan Krishna himself has come to kill me. My moksha is assured. I will be straight, I'll be going to my, whatever, heaven or Vaikunt or highest status, abode that one can achieve after dying. So Bhishma is very welcoming Krishna, and he wants to have his last breath with the hands of Krishna. But then Arjun is reminded of his vow that Krishna is not supposed to pick any weapon because there is a vow that Krishna will only fight without any weapons for Pandava's sake. So Arjun then wakes up from his sort of slumber, and then he goes and does kill Bhishma. But the whole episode is showing, the whole song that you just sang is showing that Bhishma is so much in devotion to Krishna, and he's saying, "My Hari Sang Chakradharaun," that if I want to be killed, I would rather be killed by Krishna. So that's the whole story of Mahabharata encoded in this beautiful song. Thank you so much. And so what else?
Wait.
Yes.
I also thought that the last line of the Antara, like it said Kapi Dvajate. Doesn't that mean like a monkey or something?
Yes, Kapi means monkey. Kapi Dhwaj means Hanuman. So Arjuna's chariot, the flag, has Hanuman on it. So he's referring to that whole chariot which is driven by Krishna. So chariot and charioteer. Charioteer is Krishna. chariot is of Arjuna, right, which Krishna is driving. So that so Krishna made a deal with Kauravas and Pandavas, right? So Kauravas will get all the Krishna's army, right? And Pandavas will get Krishna himself. Krishna's wisdom and Krishna is with Pandavas. So Pandavas win. It is wisdom and blessing from the highest supreme Lord that assures victory, not the army, not the physical power, but the spiritual power, the wisdom which Krishna gives to Arjuna and another 4 Pandavas, 5 Pandavas, right? And 100 Kauravas. 100 Kauravas lose the war even though they get all the army from Krishna. So that's the whole story of the Mahabharata. The Mahabharata, the longest epic ever written in the world, Sanskrit epic and so on, written by Ved Vyas and so on. Yes. All right, what else that you want to offer? On Bilawal, Tarana or anything?
There's no Tarana or just
Okay.
like no
Okay.
other anything else. I think this is like where they spent most of their time in making
Okay.
this Raag.
Okay.
They made that
Okay.
song, that
Right.
Bandish.
Right. Tarana, do you want to tell us? Some of us beginners are still trying to understand what is Tarana, what is Bandish. Do you want to maybe say a few lines? What exactly is Tarana and
So
how
okay,
is it
so
different?
I don't really think that it means anything. I think that it's like just like making, like like beatbox. There's like no meaning to it.
Right.
So I'm thinking like it's kind of similar, like
Right.
you just making noise with your
Yeah.
mouth
Right.
that you can associate with beats.
Right. Right.
Like
Tum tana kind of sounds are made by singer, vocalist. That becomes tarana, and so like last time we alluded to that there is a controversy, and maybe those coded words are meaningless, like Bhatkhande says, one of the greatest scholars, Bhatkhande, recent greatest scholars, and Amir Khan says no, those are not meaningless sounds. Those are heavily encoded Arabic Islamic messages are encoded in those so-called meaningless sounds. Yeah. So tarana is that style of singing without lyrics, but just making those sounds, which is coming in many Hindustani rags. So I have some songs that I have picked from the list that I have in front of me. First of all, I've apparently the Indian national anthem is also based on this rag, which is I didn't know, and only in recent research I found this Jana Gana Mana Adhina. I'm not supposed to be singing while sitting, but apparently that one is based on Bilawal. So I won't sing the whole song because I'll have to stand up and you'll have to stand up, and there's a proper decorum to sing the national anthem. But apparently that is based on Bilawal. Then there is a song called from a very popular film called Parichay, in which there are a lot of kids, and there is Jiten, the hero, the actor, and other actors, Jaya Bhadure, and so on. And the song is this. It's based on Sargam, song based on Sargam. Sare ke sare gama ko lekar gaate chale. पापा नहीं है धानी सी दीदी दीदी के साथ हैं सारे सारे के. Does it sound like Bilawal? Like I was asking you last time?
Only the beginning, I think, because it starts with sa re ga. Sa re ga re ga pa. That's the aro.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can't make it. Anyway, all right. Then the other song I have is like I was telling you that desert and afternoon and hot sun and sand song that is coming from a film called Laila Majnu. In 70s it came. The song goes like this, and apparently it's also in Bilawal, but you confirm for me if you can. The song goes like this. बर्बाद मोहब्बत की अदा साथ लिए जा टूटा हुआ इकरार वफा साथ लिए जा बर्बाद मोहब्बत की दुआ साथ लिए जा. Is it sounding any well?
I couldn't tell. Wait, was the song like in a high pitch?
Yes, it's a bit high pitch. I can't sing that in that high pitch, but
yeah, then
a bit more.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Okay. Then there is Jan Gan Man national anthem. I already tried. Sare ke sare. Yeah, that one. Then How about this one? आज हम अपनी दुआओं का असर देखेंगे, तेरे नजर देखेंगे, जख्म जिगर देखेंगे, तेरे नजर देखेंगे. Does it sound anything close to Bilawal?
I think a little bit. In the
Okay.
beginning, started off with the aro.
Okay, that's from Pakiza, and that's apparently also in Bilawal. Then there is uh, yeah, and there is how about this one? जाने वो कैसे लोग थे जिनके प्यार को प्यार मिला, हमने तो जब कलियां मांगी कांटों का हार मिला. जाने. Does it sound anything? Oh,
Yes,
it
it
does.
sounds similar because there's like descending notes that sounded like the avro.
Okay. All right, that's all I have. And Bilawal apparently is not as popular as many other rags, so that's all I have. Anything else you want to add?
No. Oh, I wanted to
Yes.
add Happy New Year.
Yes. Happy New Year to you, to all the viewers, and please keep liking and sharing and commenting on our little attempt to explore classical rag in conjunction with Hindi film songs, which were composed by some of the geniuses such as Roshan and Jaydev and Madan Mohan and on and on. That's all for this episode. Thank you and namaste.
Namaste.